What's up, guys? If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you want to get better at Apex and learn a few tips. If that's so, this is the video for you. I'll be sharing 25 helpful tips and tricks that will help you guys improve instantly. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first tip I have for you guys is when you want to get purple from a MRVN every single time. And what you have to do for this one is exactly when you see the gray pop up on the MRVN, that's when you want to click it, and I guarantee you'll get purple every time. To follow that up at tip number 2, most people know that sometimes MRVNs drop arms, golden arms, which if you bring it to another MRVN, he'll give you basically gold loot, and you can get really good stuff from that. But to get that, you have to break the MRVN, and that can be a waste of time because sometimes he doesn't even have the arm. But there's actually a trick to know if he has the MRVN arm. And to know if he has it, what you have to do is when you use MRVN, you look at his arm, and if it's shining bright, that's how you know if he has the arm. If you guys are movement fans, you'll like this one. You know when you're just falling down from a high place, and then when you land, it takes like a second before you can start moving at full speed again? Basically, if you want to bypass that, whenever you're falling down, just kick anything but the ground and it'll bypass that. It's basically telling the game that you're resetting your fall animation and they think you're falling from that height. So you want to hit it when you're close to the ground. A lot of people don't know this, but frag grenades can actually be one of the most useful grenades in the game. And all the time, I see people use them the wrong way. They just throw it and they use it so that a person can get out of their cover. But actually, what you can do is if you practice this, I guarantee you'll get good at it. It doesn't even take that long to get good. But if you throw it really high into the air and let it fall right on top of their heads, it blows up right when it hits the ground. And they don't expect it, so it does a lot of damage. And then you can just push off that. A cool thing that a lot of people don't know is that with the Wraith portal, you can actually do this thing called kidnapping people. And that's when you start a portal and you go towards the enemy and you phase into them. And then when you basically run right into them, you finish the portal and you hope that they actually go into the portal by accident. Your teammates can actually just go shoot at the player and they have no idea what's going on. A lot of people don't know this, but you can actually throw frag grenades and arc stars through doors. How you want to do this, aim for the bottom right corner, and it'll kind of indicate when it's through the door, but if you get it at the exact perfect spot, you can get a grenade through a door, and this is useful when you're in a door fight. You're on one side, the enemy is on the other side, and you don't really know what to do. Just do this. When you're struggling to finish a player, they're in a corner, they have their knockdown shield up, and you don't feel like shooting through the whole knockdown shield because you're afraid their teammates are going to come, what you can actually do is start a finisher and then end it because they won't expect you to end it. And basically, when you stop the finisher, they don't have their knockdown shield up, and then that's an easy finish from there. There's this cool movement mechanic called wall jumps, where you run towards a wall and you slide and then you jump at it. Then right when you hit the wall, you jump again. It'll basically make you do what the name says, a wall jump. I don't know a better way to explain it. And this can be useful for dodging bullets or attacking someone because, I don't think anyone's really expecting you to just do a wall jump and peacekeeper them right in the face. It can also be used to bypass climbing something. This one is mostly for my ranked grinders. Are you ever just ratting and you don't know if you're in circle? Well, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but when you're not in circle, if you go on your map, the ring will actually blink, and if you're in the ring, it won't. So that's how you know. At number 10, this is something I learned pretty recently actually. When you're in a door fight, if the player accidentally opens the door, it won't open the door because you're on the other side, but if you see that close icon, what you can do is actually back away from the door because the door will still open if you back away because it thinks it's open. So if you back away, the door will open and they won't have any idea what's going on and you can just shoot them without them even realizing it. A lot of new players struggle with recoil control, And if I would give a tip to you guys on that, it would be to go in a firing range and just hold the trigger down. Don't even try to control it. Just see what it does. And if you guys can see, I'm using the R301, and it kind of goes up and to the right. So what you want to do, you guys just want to do the opposite of what the gun does. So if it's going up and to the right, what you want to do is go down and to the left. If you ever find yourself struggling to win one-on-one gunfights, this is the tip for you. I see a lot of people, when they're playing Apex, just go at it and shoot at people without even moving. You'll obviously get beamed. What you want to try to do instead is while you're shooting at them, just crouch spam. I have a settings video on how to make it easier to crouch spam on console. On PC you should be fine. And also just strafe, and what strafing means is going right to left in an unpredictable fashion. And if you find that difficult, maybe just try strafing and not crouch spamming, and then when you finish your clip and you're reloading, add in the crouch spamming. At number 13, we have field of view. I'm not sure what the default is for field of view because I haven't really changed it in a long time. I don't know if it's 70 or 90, but if it's 70, some of y'all are really down bad. If you have it that low, you can't really see anything. Honestly, I don't really know how to explain it in words because I'm not very smart, but I'll show you guys on screen what the difference looks like. If I play on max FOV, which is 120, I believe. Is it 120, 110? I'm not sure. But as you can see on screen, you can see way more if you're playing on a high FOV versus a low FOV. For some of you guys, this might be common knowledge, but a lot of people don't know that when you do a finisher or an execution on someone, you actually get all of your shields replenished. For tip number 15, I want to talk about legend combos. What I mean by this is when you use certain legends combined together because their abilities are really strong together. An example of this would be Bangalore and Bloodhound, because if you combine Bangalore smokes with Bloodhound's tactical, you can see them and they can't see you. But at the end of the day, don't go and force your friends to play certain legends if they don't want to play them, because the point of the game is to have fun. You should only really always try legend combinations in high level ranked games. Certain weapons can actually shoot through doors. I know that the Wingman and the Sentinel can, but you guys let me know in the comments if there are more. A lot of people don't know this, but Rampart's turrets can also shoot through doors, and on top of that, it actually hurts enemies when you shoot it. So a lot of people don't know this, and it's hella unexpected. I hate to say it, but it's been done to me a few times, I can't lie. Some days you might be feeling like your aim is just off, and maybe that's because you're playing different legends every game. For example, if you're playing Wraith is really small, and then if the next game you're playing as Pathfinder or Revenant, you might find yourself struggling a bit because they're both like 7 feet tall or whatever. So I'm not telling you guys to just go play with one character, but it's the best way to improve your aim. At number 19, I want to talk about how you can actually go in third person in the firing range. If you go in this corner and drop everything in your inventory and look down, and then switch legends, you'll actually go into third person mode. Another tip for the firing range is that those 3 bots in the firing range, you can actually turn them on and have them fight against you. If you go into the spawn room at the far right and you grapple or horizon lift up to this place that I'm showing and do the same thing than the third person thing, you drop everything and you look down and you have to be straight in the middle and you switch legends, it'll actually activate the bots. At number 21, I want to talk about this outplay that I'm sure some of you guys have seen, but I find it really cool. So when you're low and you're running away from someone, let's say you just walk out of a building and you walk through a door and they're like right behind you. When you walk through the door, do like a 180, go a bit to the left or to the right, and just climb up towards wherever the door is. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but then they're just gonna go through the door thinking they're chasing after you, and then you can just drop down and shoot them from the back. At the time of this video, it's Season 9, and the new POI, Icarus, there's actually this keycard thing, like on World's Edge, the vault and stuff. But if you find this keycard, you can actually go to the front of the ship and open it, and it has like a bunch of pretty good loot, like gold and purple stuff. Do you guys ever have a broken shield and don't have the shields to heal it? Well, when you craft your Evo shield, it actually goes all the way back up to full. If there's one tip I want you to remember from this video, it's this one: armor swaps. If you guys aren't doing this, you're never gonna get good at the game. It's the truth. What armor swapping means is when your shield gets broken or low, you go and take another one. Even if you had like a purple shield and you drop it for like a gray one or something, that's 50 extra HP that you don't have to heal, and you can get right back in the fight. This is the tip in the video that I use the most by far. And finally, last but not least, the 25th tip I have for you guys is to subscribe to this channel. And I'm being dead serious when I say that, because the videos I post about Apex, they're all like tip orientated or helpful videos. And if you guys sub and turn the notifications on, I post videos just like this one, and you guys can, get better at the game. But anyways, that just about wraps it up for me. Let me know in the comments if you guys want like a part 2 of this video. I can do 25 more tips. And peace.
Need to recharge my shield. Already inside.
Give me a second. Fixing up. I'm down. I need to get back. Enemy here. Grenade.
Grenade. Patching myself up. Recharging my shield. Beginning ring countdown. Just a minute until the ring closes, huh? Good. It's not far. Ring's not that far. Seconds. Only 10 seconds left. Let's go this way. Forget that. Let's explore this way.
Warning. Ring movement in progress. Beginning ring countdown.
45 until ring close. It's near. Easy. Seconds until close.
You're being aimed at.
Only 10 seconds left. Squads left.